How's it going, everyone? It's Sugar here, and today we're going to do another crypto basics video. Today is going to be all about the basics of centralized exchanges. The last token tutorials was all about decentralized exchanges. Today we're going to take a step back and take a look at a little bit more of a simpler, user-friendly way of accessing cryptocurrencies. My name's Sugar, and you're watching Token Tutorials. So to start, a centralized exchange is basically any company that basically facilitates trades between users by maintaining an order book, which is just a collection of buy and sell orders. For example, if I wanted to buy Bitcoin, they would just aggregate my order or match it with the order of someone that's looking to sell. For instance, if I was looking to buy some Bitcoin or Ethereum, my buy order would get matched with someone else's sell order. This is known as aggregation, and it's basically how centralized exchanges work. Now, it's important to note that centralized exchanges do not actually exchange crypto or fiat currencies with each other. What they do is they basically take custody of the assets that you're looking to buy and issue an IOU. For example, if I was looking to buy some Ethereum, the centralized exchange, maybe Coinbase or Binance, would take custody of my US dollars and issue me basically an IOU contract that says that they owe me that amount of Ethereum I'm looking to buy. Now, they only convert the actual fiat or currencies over when you're looking to withdraw from the actual exchange. Now, this brings some pros and cons with it. There's a reason why centralized exchanges are the most widespread mode of operation when it comes to exchanging, buying, or selling cryptocurrencies, and that's because of the speed and cost efficiency of actually doing so. It's a lot easier to interact with a centralized exchange, as we will soon see, than it is with a decentralized exchange, but that does come with some potential drawbacks. Centralized exchanges don't reveal their internal operations, and that can lead to a lack of transparency. The lack of transparency can enable malicious practices such as wash trading or price manipulation. Being that all the assets are held in one big giant wallet because the centralized exchange is basically just issuing IOUs and holding everything together in one big treasury itself, it opens itself up as a target for potential attackers. And in 2019 alone, there was over $292 million that was stolen from customers' funds due to 12 exchange hacks. So there is some downsides to holding currencies on a centralized exchange. Centralized exchanges make it incredibly easy to purchase and sell cryptocurrencies, acting as basically a gatekeeper to the community. But it's best once you actually have the currency, if you're planning on holding it for the long term, to just transfer off into a hard storage wallet. Now, if you're looking to swing trade or day trade cryptocurrency, it's not as much of an issue for you, but it's just something to keep aware of, that hacks are possible. And just like with anything in crypto, if you lose it, it's gone for good. There's no getting it back. Now, with that being said, because they are a business, it is in their best interest to provide the best security possible for their users. We're also seeing multiple exchanges now become public companies where you can buy and sell their stocks on regular stock markets. And because of that, that actually provides another layer of security when you really look at it. Because the SEC by law requires companies to act in shareholders' best interest, and if they weren't prioritizing security of funds, then it wouldn't be in the shareholders' best interest. Really, it only benefits the exchanges to have better security measures in place, and we're seeing less and less hacks happen. Obviously, one of the biggest hacks was the Mt. Gox hack, which we've talked about a couple times. But what I want to do now that we kind of have a basic idea of what a centralized exchange is, I want to kind of dive into some of my favorite exchanges and show you guys what they look like on the desktop as well as their phone apps. So one of the first exchanges that I always like to recommend people using is Coinbase. They're one of the bigger ones in the US, and they are constantly seeing growth. They offer quite a bit of coins to pick from, as we can see here. It is incredibly easy to use. Coinbase is probably amongst one of the simplest ones to use, and that does offer some pros and cons. Obviously, for new crypto users, it's incredibly simple. So we can see here by just clicking on the buy area, we can switch which coins that we want to actually buy or sell, even convert to. So you can switch from, if you had some Bitcoin, you can convert it to Ethereum. Notice some of these coins do generate some interest, so it is a way that you can earn some passive income just by holding the coins. And you can switch between paying with the cash in your account, or you can link a bank account. Now, like I said, Coinbase is incredibly simple. It only allows you to use market orders to buy and sell, which means your price will only fill at the current price. You don't have an option to say, I want to sell Bitcoin when it hits $40,000 if it's like where we're currently at trading right now. If I wanted to sell, I could only sell it for the current price on the exchange, and that's one of the biggest drawbacks to Coinbase. Now, they do offer a solution to that with their Coinbase Pro platform, which we will go over next. But I just really quickly wanted to talk about two functions that the regular Coinbase offers that Coinbase Pro doesn't, that I really like and I want to touch on before we move over to Coinbase Pro. The first is if you go down to this learn and earn section right here. First off, you can earn free Bitcoin just by inviting people to join the platform. And my invite link is down in the description. If you want to help support me, you can help me with $10 in Bitcoin, and you'll also get some free Bitcoin as well. But you can see I've earned $40 in free Bitcoin just by inviting friends. But the other cool thing that no other exchanges are really doing is they actually will pay you to learn about the projects that you're investing in. You can see here they offer $3 in the coin that you're learning about. Basically, all you do is you read or watch the videos in each of these segments and answer a one-question quiz. And literally each one is like 1 to 2 minutes long, and you can earn some money by just learning about it. Most of them are $3, but you can see here we've earned $10 in Stellar Lumen, $9 in Compound. It's just a really nice way to earn some free extra money, and I recommend everyone do it because it's just so quick and easy to do. The last thing that we see here is the Coinbase card. This is a preloaded debit card that any Coinbase user can apply for. There's no credit check required because it is a debit card. And what it does is it allows you to pay for products using USDC, which is a stable coin that always trades at $1. And what you can do is you can earn rewards back in either XLM or Bitcoin. So you can earn 1% back in Bitcoin or 4% back in XLM. Now what I've done is I've started using this just a few days ago as my main way of paying for things. You can see here my landlord, and I blocked the name out on purpose. I paid my rent and I got 4% back in XLM just for paying my rent. So guys, I'm literally saving money on my rent by paying with USDC, and because USDC cost $1, it's a 1-for-1 trade with fiat. I'm literally just saving money by using crypto instead of regular US dollar. We're going to see another exchange later on called Voyager that does something similar to this, where we can use USDC as a savings account essentially and earn 9% back on the savings account. So together, you can think of the Coinbase debit card as being a replacement for a checking account, and you can earn 4% back on that. And then on top of that, you use Voyager as a savings account to earn 9% back, and you effectively have a 13% savings just by switching to USDC as your form of payment over the US dollar. And keep in mind, they both trade 1-to-1 equally. So it's literally a 13% back on everything just by switching to DeFi. Guys, I cannot underestimate how big this is. But let's jump on over into Coinbase Pro, and it is a lot more advanced. It's a lot less user-friendly. I will say that the phone app is a lot better to use than the computer, but if you are looking for a more traditional, advanced kind of stock market feel, Coinbase Pro is the way to go. It's completely free to sign up for. It's a different account though. Just like with being a different website, it will be a different app that you have to download on your phone, which we will go about that in the future. But you can see here what Coinbase Pro allows you to do that regular Coinbase doesn't is it allows you to place limit and stop orders. So what that means is that I could place a buy limit order to buy some Bitcoin if it dips down to 37,000. Or if I was in an actual position, I could place a stop loss. Say if I had Bitcoin I bought right now and I wanted to sell if it dropped below $36,000 to protect some of my capital, you can do that using a stop limit order. This is just a extra risk prevention. I recommend everyone, if you're swing or day trading crypto and you're using Coinbase, to just go ahead and use Coinbase Pro instead. You'll also get some savings on the fees. Your fees are pretty high on Coinbase. I forgot to mention, Coinbase has some of the higher fees when it comes to centralized exchanges. Coinbase Pro reduces those fees quite a bit. Now, Coinbase Pro does give you some different options as far as coins. Usually, the most new coins will be added to Coinbase Pro first, and then it'll be put available to regular Coinbase. But you can also see here we can buy using different trading pairs. For instance, XTZ to Bitcoin, or we can go down here and even use different foreign currencies. So we just got a lot more options when it comes to Coinbase Pro. With that being said, we'll move on to the third and final exchange when it comes to web browser exchanges, and that's BinanceUS. This is another very large exchange. Unfortunately, because they've been seeing such crazy growth lately, they have been seeing a pretty big delay on how long it takes to get approved. Now, you're going to have to submit Know Your Customer data for all these centralized exchanges. And with that being said, it does take some time to get approved. Coinbase is generally a 24-hour approval. Binance can be anywhere between a 24-hour approval. To me personally, it took 3 months. But Binance just offers some different coins that Coinbase doesn't. Now, you don't have to worry about having a Binance or a Binance Pro like Coinbase. The nice thing about Binance is it offers all sorts of different types of order types. So you can place limit, market, or stop limit orders. They also, for non-US customers, have Binance Futures where you can short cryptocurrency or trade on leverage, which is something I don't recommend for new users. With that being said, we will jump on over to our phone and I will show you the last exchange that I recommend using, which is Voyager, and it's that one that we can use as a savings account for USDC. Then we'll also just very quickly go over the phone app for Coinbase and Coinbase Pro, as well as Binance, before wrapping it all up. All right, so we got the Voyager exchange open here, and this is just another exchange that can offer some different coins that either Coinbase or Binance doesn't have. But the thing I like about it most is we pull up this crypto interest page here. By simply holding the required monthly balance, we can earn interest just by holding our long-term holds. So you can see here we can earn 12% back by holding 20 Polkadot, or we can get 4.6% back by holding Ethereum. Personally, I hold ADA in here. I hold some Ethereum. I hold some Chainlink, but I also hold my USDC, and this is what acts as basically a savings account for me. You can see here we have a required monthly balance on USDC of 100. So if you simply have $100, you can earn 9% interest on that, which is a hell of a lot better than any high yield savings bank account. Now, for instance, my Chase high yield savings account generated 0.02% interest a year, and this is 9%. So definitely consider switching over to using USDC as your mode of currency instead of the regular US dollar, because like I said, if we combine this 9% with the 4% that Coinbase gives us, we're saving 13% by doing literally nothing. But I just wanted to show you guys the Voyager app here so that you can get an idea of what it looks like. Orders are super easy to place. You can buy or sell just by clicking on these buttons right here. And we do have market or limit orders. Now, it's important to note that these are only limit orders. They're not stop limit orders. So if you were to place a sell limit, basically it's going to fill at the best price, meaning that if you intend to put a stop loss at $35,000 and Bitcoin's currently trading at 38,448 like we see right now, it would assume that the best price is the current price that it's trading and fill your order instantly. So keep that in mind. The limit orders are pretty much only used when it comes to buys. I've been screwed over with that by thinking that it was a stop limit order on the sells, and it's not. Now, I like using Binance because of the low fees and it's very easy to use. You can see here there's not really anything on my Binance account, and that's because I pretty much instantly transfer my coins off of Binance and onto a hardware wallet right after I purchase them. But we can go here and I can give you guys an idea of what it looks like to buy and sell using Binance. Say we want to buy some link, we can go ahead and click on this and we can hit the buy button. We can put in our market order, a limit order, or a stop limit order, whatever we'd like. And the same goes for sell. So we have full functionality when it comes to placing orders. We also have some very basic price charting that we can see here, as well as the order depth or layer 2 if you're coming from the stock market area. But that's pretty much Binance. It's very easy to use. The trading pairs that you can use on the app are US dollar connected to your bank account, or you can use a stablecoin alternative. That's what this USDS is at the top. We have Binance USD, which is their stablecoin, USDC, USDT to pick from, or you can use Bitcoin as your trading pair. Going into Coinbase, you can see we've got a very clean user interface here where it shows us all the coins that we can pick from, our top movers, information on our Coinbase cards. Here's where we can look at our rewards as well as start earning. And you also have some basic news, which I like. Now, say you want to purchase something, you just click on the trading pair that you want to buy, and you can hit the trade button below. We can either buy or convert coins into Bitcoin or whatever trading pair that we want. And basically, we can just enter how much we want to purchase the coin for. We can choose either to purchase with cash in our account or by one of our linked bank accounts. Now, again, this is only market orders, so keep that in mind. By clicking this blue button down here at the bottom, you can see here, obviously we have our normal buy, sell, convert, but this is also where we're going to go if we want to send different currencies off of Coinbase and to our wallets. And that's how you go about actually owning your coins, like we talked about in the beginning of the video. But that's really it for Coinbase. There's very simple graphs, no candle charts, which I don't like about it. It's meant to be a general, basic, user-friendly, entry-level app. That's why we see the line charts only. We don't even get an option to look at candles. But let's go ahead and go over to Coinbase Pro, which is my personal favorite to use and the most common exchange that I use. All right, so unfortunately, because of Coinbase's Pro's extreme protection on the app, none of my stuff actually recorded, but just know that Coinbase Pro gives you the ability to view candlestick charts. You can place market limit or stop loss orders, and you get a little bit better fees when it comes to Coinbase versus Coinbase Pro. It is free to get a Coinbase Pro account. You just got to sign up. You can see here, this was me trying to show you guys how to place an order and change stuff on the charts. But Coinbase Pro security doesn't allow for screenshots, and apparently it doesn't allow for screen recording either. But Coinbase Pro is my favorite just because it is generally pretty easy to use once you kind of get the basic hang of it. It's a lot better than the desktop version of Coinbase Pro. You get all the nice benefits of regular Coinbase with the extra order functionality, and it's also free to transfer coins between Coinbase Pro and regular Coinbase. So if you ever want to swap a APR generating coin like XLM or Tezos over from Coinbase Pro that you purchased with the lower fees on Coinbase Pro, you can go ahead and transfer it basically instantly and for free between your Coinbase and Coinbase Pro accounts. And because they're pretty much integrated together, even though they're separate apps, you don't really have to worry about sending it to the wrong address. It's already linked and Coinbase handles it for you. But I do apologize for the screen recording not working. We'll go ahead and bring the camera out and wrap it on up. All right, so that pretty much wraps it up for the basics of centralized exchanges. They can be thought of businesses that allow easy access for buying, selling, or converting cryptocurrencies to fiat and back and forth between other traders. Personally, I highly recommend you check out the links in the description where you can find discount codes to get some free crypto when you sign up for either Coinbase, Binance, or Voyager, which are my 3 most recommended exchanges. Personally, I use Binance and Coinbase Pro the most, but that may change based on your preferences. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions, feel free to put them down in the comments. I'll make sure to get to them as quick as I can. With that being said, this was the token tutorial on centralized exchanges. My name's Sugar. Have a good one, and always remember, this is not financial advice. Always invest at your own risk or consult a financial advisor before investing or trading.